I like how right as the microphone comes on, there's just like slurping noises.
I was laughing.
like
I'm
Max.
sorry. Yeah, right in your ear. I wouldn't. Oh God, no. Hello. Hey, you were waiting, Crosshair.
Thank you for the 1.5 year, Crosshair.
My goodness gracious.
18 months. Yeah, Rocky and I had our
18
19-month punchiversary today.
Wow.
What?
Things are getting serious, you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, serious.
Yep. That's
Serious.
Spanish for serious.
Remember
for
when
sure.
we were coming up with badge ideas and we were like, oh, we have plenty of time for 2 year.
Whoop.
Oops.
Hey.
Flaming Fist.
Whoa.
There's Rocky's
Whoa.
19.
Whoa. Wow. Wow.
Yep.
Much love.
Yeah.
Butts from Rocky.
Mucho.
Purple boots.
Maybe you don't.
Oh,
have
shit.
Aragorn ends up as Dougal, which I think is very important.
We all
Our new
love
toddler
Dougal around
age
here.
Group. It's true.
Hmm?
Probably walking and
Oh. You all right,
maybe words.
Oh my god.
He's stuck in permanent duck face.
Wow.
So I actually have a
Achievement
question about
unlocked.
Duckface.
Yes.
Why Duckface?
What do you mean?
Okay, so you do know,
Explain.
but like, why is Duckface considered a thing to do in selfies? Is it just like a mimetic post, or is it supposed to like accentuate things?
I think
So,
yeah, like
we wanna get
pursed
into
lips, yeah.
If you're sucking in your cheekbones, right? And then that becomes a pursed lip.
Okay,
And
but
then it
you're
just
not
becomes more of a leg.
you're not exaggerating it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there you go.
And I think that's what it is. It may have started with that, but then like it like people would maybe see the pursed lips and not understand what they were doing, and then be like, "Oh, well, all the girls do this, so I should do this." And so
All right,
it just-
Mr. Prime Minister, it's time for your official portrait. Hang on a second.
Let me take a selfie.
Perfection.
Fish lips. Come on, fish lips.
Paris Hilton. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Since before the store.
Yeah. Ooh. Hey, let's not.
I hope she's happy.
Paris? Of course.
Hey,
I
Paris.
don't wish ill
I
on
hope everyone's happy.
most people. Yeah.
But like,
No one. I don't wish ill
I
on
hope
anybody.
that she sort of got her life to a point where she was just like, I'm good with not being famous.
This is when her like
Just
new
super
album
rich.
drops during the stream tonight.
What's a Selka?
Nope.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna let Rocky answer this one. I have no idea.
Self-capture, but like
Yeah, oh,
self-
yeah, maybe.
I don't know what to self. These.
Mm-mm,
Yep.
Nice.
Ah.
Nailed it.
Wildebeest face.
Nice.
Which is
Liz.
awfully close to Liz's face.
Recently
Yes.
on a podcast that was discussing the merits of the Japanese art of inventing almost useless things, which I
Useless
forget the
boxes.
exact name.
Yeah.
That in one of the books that was published, a selfie stick was in it.
Yep.
Selfie sticks were originally created as a joke.
Well, and here we are. 2018. It's
I
almost
wonder if they were
2019.
initially created without an ability to actually like press the button, so that made them a useless object.
Because like you wouldn't be able to reach,
Mhm.
right? That'd be funny actually. Or you had to set a timer and then like hoist.
Yeah.
That'd be very funny actually.
I mean, I'd like to hope.
Mhm. Liz, how do you feel being a meme?
John is kind of low. I feel great about being a meme.
Yeah.
John's kinda
Isn't that
low.
really just what you've always wanted?
What do you mean?
If
What do
we
you
ever,
mean?
yes, if we
How
ever
about
do
now?
have PunchyCon with like an absurd number of Twerkle members, I request a group photo where everyone is doing their own interpretation of Liz
Liz
face.
face, amazing.
Because I feel like everybody has like a different idea.
I
Like,
mean,
what does
for
Liz
me-
face mean to you?
It's the when you logged out one day, you'd made a face, you logged out, and it freeze framed on you. Like you'd cross your eyes and like stuck your lip. You're like, and you went wee when you did it. I don't remember, but I think it is one of your. Yeah, and like the thing is, like you stopped streaming and it was there, and I was like, all right, I'm screenshotting
Well,
this.
that's
You
it.
found an anti-drug meme with me?
I can't.
Also, let me know
wait.
now if my voice is
Yeah.
decent.
Maybe.
Let us know about our.
Excuse me, I
Peaks
need
and
all
valleys.
those memes because I will be making a t-shirt out of it.
Yes.
Oh, Aiden, thank you,
you.
but the stick is a little small for me to use as a walking stick. So you can.
Oh my
You
God.
could maybe I'll get a larger size. No, Dad, is for selfies. Oh, what is a selfie?
Thought it was a butt scratcher.
Thought it was selkie. I'm done. Terrible. Mystery.
Uh-oh.
Oh, whoa. Well,
And they. Okay, I should silence my phone because I silenced it earlier.
Oh
but
shit!
or
I
else
don't
it's gonna
know
start
whether-
making like.
I'm gonna
leaks.
start getting work emails and it's gonna start stressing me
Silence,
out.
you fools!
Oh, right, Kung Fu Fenris. Right. At the moment, I don't know if I can find it.
Happy
Not
holidays.
while I'm. Well, it is.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, I guess it's still holidays.
Yeah, and it's almost a new year, which is very exciting. But like before the new year, we have to finish off this friggin' stream right.
So the crosshair is correct. This is approaching 3 years.
We started in January 2016.
2016.
Wow.
It's 3 years.
Why?
58 episodes of Exaltwitch,
Yep.
60 now episodes of Changeling, and a whole slew of bonus episodes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Crazy
with,
guys. I remember
that.
that. It was very funny.
Now I
Get your kids
remember.
hooked on LARP.
Magic
They
cards.
can't afford
Yeah.
drugs. Yeah.
But yeah, with the quality of the armor that we had and stuff, like,
Seriously.
yeah.
Thanks again to all of our sponsors from LARP series. Thank you.
Shout out.
What up? Yeah. I don't know. I'm jazzed. I like the holiday time. Everyone's in a good mood. Everyone's receptive to our usual idiocy.
our japes.
Our japes! Sorry. Jungle japes! Yes, exactly.
Oh, it's just a room full of creepy dolls. but
Our monkey
instead of the creepy
shines.
dolls'
And
faces,
there's
it's Liz
creepy
faces
dolls.
on all the creepy dolls, which makes it even worse.
Can't save them all, Kung Fu Fenris. That's what Val learned. I think that was Val's.
She
You
learned
can't
that?
save them all if you've killed half of them.
Can't save you if you're dead.
I can't save
Holy
you. I
shit.
guess I can still save you.
Oh yeah, that's technically.
Why is weirdness leaving?
Oops.
Bye. Yeah, well, you
Now
know.
I'm sad.
No, don't go. Weirdness, we need you in your Hollywood sparkle.
Can't save you
Winter
if I
sparkle.
want something
Hollywood.
else more. says-
Ludo sad.
So good. So good.
Oh no.
I'm just riding the bullet train to Parksville.
Oh hey, look who it is.
Ready for the big ride, baby. Anyway,
Welcome
Don't
back to
F up
Dreaming,
your
where
voice.
John gets to do whatever he wants, and this is what happens. And we love it. We love it. I like
does
Hergo.
Hergo have his own mention on the wiki?
I
There
don't
are a
know
lot of NPCs that I have yet
that
to
have
input
red-
because I've
red
been bad.
links. No,
Yeah, they're-
look, you make the effort of
No, but like,
putting them in.
there we go.
It makes it easy for me to scroll back through and see all the red links and be
Nope.
like,
Hergo does not have a listing.
yeah,
Okay.
Uh-oh.
that makes
He'll
her
be-
go
he'll-
non-canon, right? That's how it
Oh,
works, yeah.
yeah. I think that's how that went. It was
I
all
just
a
put him in
crazy
this
dream.
canon, though.
Weirdness coming back for Hergo is the best part of my night. Right there.
Which is great.
So far.
You know who the best part of our nights are? Well, they happen to be She Who Knows 10,000 Things and Entropy's Disciple, Aragorn and the Crosshair, here, now, for us, for always. Maybe not always.
I mean,
They're under no real obligation.
right. But we love them all the same.
So yeah, it looks like we've got a game going on. I mean, I always try to, vamp a little bit when we have a week break because sometimes people forget. They forget we're here.
What do I do on Sunday night?
I usually do something.
Well,
He's gone.
what do I do?
And well, that's it. Somebody see if we can get his Jade Dyke back.
Just a bunny running
Off
around.
he goes.
Oh,
to-
geez, Hergo. Oh, hold
Oh,
on.
shit.
Okay, hold up.
Oh, gee.
Hold up. Here we go.
Well, Rocky, you've started it. Here we go.
My wants pocket to knife.
ride the lead train to Foxville. This is in your apartment.
I know.
I pull out my knife and I
Quietly.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm so
Were
going.
you
This
in
is-
person?
When John killed himself.
I
Yeah,
think-
look.
Yeah, I think it was the one of the first days he was back with us in person
Yep.
or something.
Yeah, this was May 3rd.
Yep.
Wow.
Wait, you were back in Montreal.
Strawberry.
May
I know,
3rd?
Rocky? I know.
No, but
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's the day after Beltane.
Yeah.
So
Oh, in game. Right.
Yeah.
Hergo wants to ride the lead train to Foxville.
all right.
It still gets him every time.
It's funny. It's funny.
Cheesecake with strawberries? What?
I'm pretty sure we had a cake for you, and I'm pretty sure it had berries on it, and they were removed for your benefit. I'm pretty sure is what happened that day. Yeah. But it was it was a whole thing.
I'm just happy that for some reason I can amuse myself so thoroughly. As just
Well, we're not going to amuse
adopting
you,
a squeaky voice and claiming that I want to ride the bullet train to Foxville.
No, you got to
So-
say it in that voice, John.
No.
Hergo has to ride the bullet train to Foxville. So yeah.
It's me.
Right in the gut.
So a question:
You.
did you? Hergo Scooch. No one wants to know about Hergo Scooch. Did you spend your experience?
I bought myself a holiday gift.
What did you buy?
Well, actually, I suppose I bought Aragwen the satisfaction of knowing that I spent some experience. I bought a 3rd dot in leadership, priming me for that sweet 4th dot with the
Specialty?
specialty of leading people into battle.
Nice.
Nope, not yet. Leading people on crazy rides.
Did either of you spend experience?
Nah, I think I'm saving up for something
I know
bigger.
I'm saving.
I don't know
should've been.
for what yet, but I'm
But I
saving up
didn't.
for something.
Well, then one of you is a Scoot. One of you is a favorite, and that is Scoots.
Oh yeah, Kung
I
Fu
was
Thunderous
gonna
for
do
sure.
one thing and then I ended up. I think it was another dot of strength.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think that's what
4
I'm
times
saving.
4.
So I need 4 more XP. So we either have to guess the drink counter today, or I have to win play of the game, and I can make everyone happy next
let's
session.
Party.
Challenge accepted for both. I will make sure Kate wins play of the game.
We do have a bet today.
Take this rocket launcher. I can't tell you why.
We do have a bet today. It's a bet that I think we've probably had before,
Okay.
but I'm going to throw it out there just because I'm curious. And the bet is, and I say this with no explanation, who will next enter
The
the
Gooch?
Bone Zone?
That's the appropriate face, I think.
Yeah.
I'm about to lose modes, ain't I? Wowzers.
So that's bet 0, 1, 2, or 3. Sophia, Patches, or Braum. So who's going to enter the Bone Zone next? Now that's this session.
I don't see Hergo as an option.
That falls under the no one category.
Bet
Burn.
ready.
Wink.
It's of these 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
crap.
Right, if 2
lemon
NPCs
eater.
enter the Bone Zone, you know what I will do for you, even though I don't think this is going to happen.
This is barely boning.
If one of you is directly responsible for 2 other characters entering the Bone Zone, you will count.
That's very
You
nice.
will
No kiss.
enter
Kiss.
the Bone Zone by association.
Yes.
It's sort of an exclusive club, and you like have to show them in through the door, and you know what I mean. You're in the Bone Zone.
Here you
for
go.
space.
Whoa!
They get to go in
I've
the private-
fallen into
Yeah,
the
exactly.
Bone Zone.
Whoa!
So Aragorn's going to vote after the recap, which I think is totally fair.
Is it?
Yeah,
All right. Okay.
so.
Yeah, no, it's
I think so.
Good. It's good.
Or be the mayor of Bone Town.
Yeah.
Need
Yes.
a monocle and a top hat.
I'm betting Braum because he has to get some one day.
Ouch.
No.
But
Kung Fu Fenders with a conservative bet of 5 votes. Which I think is fair. But it has to be during the session, Aragorn. It has to actually be like specifically mentioned in the session. You can't just make the assumption
It's gonna be awesome.
that boning.
Yeah, I only get sex P when we mention that boning has occurred.
Correct.
Yeah, sex P only occurs if the boning happens as a direct result of in-session play.
Yeah. So,
And the
Do we have a drink
counter-
counter set up?
Ooh.
don't do a lot of essence.
Drink counter is ready.
All right.
Hey, thanks, Loom of Fate. That's a great idea. Perhaps we should do that as well.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to just toss in what happened last session? You
yeah,
folks?
let's do it. Do you
We did a bunch of time skipping to catch up to December, and we all had some interesting events happen at Samhain, but nothing that ultimately led to major consequences. Feel free to read up on that if you happen to miss it. But I think the next event that happened was that from the Grand Best Inn, Fuse arrived to argue about the plans for the new wing for the Grand Best Inn. So Patches and Zister and Fuse had many arguments about whether or not it was boxy and what the spec should be.
Boxy.
And ultimately must have come to some agreement as we moved forward to another time.
A few days later, Brom went to go meet his ex, Claire, and discovered that she is dating someone new, Giorgio, who is a satyr. My goodness. They went out for drinks. They discussed both of their respective relationships, including Brom letting on some worries he has about Kyoko and their commitment, the commitment that they both, whether they can ever see eye to eye on that.
Giorgio was feeling really stressed out by having met his idol and realizing that he was dating Brom's ex-wife. So he came to the Spark to ask Patches and Sophia for their advice. They gave him some really great advice, and then he left. And then Sophia went into Ramzia's dream once more in an attempt to find this mysterious person that she's looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any questions before we begin?
What's in the dream? No, I don't.
Oh my god, I said Boxy, and then Pukajutsu arrived. Crazy! It's almost Foxy.
At 0-100, what the shit?
No one's gonna bone zone.
Yeah, I know, but
She's convinced.
okay.
No, we gotta prove it wrong.
Yep.
All right. Foxy is an 8-year-old meme.
Older than that. I guess Boxy became a meme 8 years ago, but Boxy was around like 20 years ago.
Shit.
What's a boxy?
Is that how Kung Fu Fender sounds?
I think so.
Definitely.
I'm sure the following is a universal experience. You pick up a game, you set up the board, you sit down with your friends, you start playing, and then the inevitable. It's dinner time. It's time to leave the house. Perhaps you need to clean up a room. Perhaps it's just far too late in the evening, and it's time to go to sleep. But the game is so alluring that you leave it out, thinking that you might pick it up again later. Now, show of hands. How often, on a percentage basis, do you really think that happens? That the game that's put aside is picked back up and brought to a reasonable conclusion. 10%.
Did not much.
I mean, you'll be backwards, remember?
Ah,
So you just said 1%.
okay, well, yeah, okay, whatever.
30%,
20%.
20%.
No.
It doesn't happen as often as we'd like. And sometimes that board just lies out. It becomes that thing that festers in your mind, knowing that you need to complete it, that it's waiting for you. The suspicion that somebody may have jostled the table and pieces may have shifted in the interim. Tragic in a game of Risk. Completely unforgivable in other games. We don't always catch it. And then there's the worst, when you start a game with people who just might not be able to return for quite some time. Sometimes that person is me. We've successfully completed a game or two in our time. Interrupted games. But sometimes those games wait a long time. Sophia.
Yeah.
You'll recall that you were having a dream, entering into Ramzia's dream, only this time, instead of a beach, instead of a boardwalk, it was a cliffside with notches cut into the side. And that if you walked out from the cliff and came from underneath, you noticed that there was another figure along the same extended cliffside who would follow where you were. Only this figure was shrouded in a sort of shadow, making it impossible to tell exactly who or what this person was. And that there were notches, but then occasionally a cross, another slash through the notch in the side. And that you went back and back and back with the sun and moon chasing themselves hundreds, thousands, millions of times. And then you returned. But when you did wake up, or rather when you left the dream, it was not a fox pukas lying in your bed, but a woman with a circle emblazoned on her forehead and white hair.
What's her appearance, John?
Currently, 5. Where there was red hair before, it's now almost completely white. Instead, with a few glints of gold buried among the gleaming white hair, while she's under a sheet, and so therefore you can't see the rest of her body other than just her head and the splay of hair on the pillow. There's far less of a rise behind her where her tail would have been. Sophia immediately drinks some wine.
Takes a hashtag half a second.
Take a
Yeah.
half second.
Oh, Jesus. I go away for 2 seconds. Half a second.
'Who are you? 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 'W
Her eyes, when they open, are not the same that you've seen before. Ramzia's eyes have this wisdom behind them, and while they still appear youthful, there's definitely an age. These eyes are almost naive in their optimism.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Helps to have empathy 5.
Oh, that's me.
I am the same that you once knew. Nothing's changed.
I saw you in Ramzia's dream, but I've seen you before. You were in the tree.
She shifts, and as she shifts, you can see that there's a sense of unfamiliarity that she has even perhaps in this skin that she feels. And then she sits up. The blankets fall away, and now it's very clear that she does not have a tail. It's gone. In fact, she doesn't even really have much of a face seeming that you can see. Although it's not, I suppose I shouldn't say that. It's more that whatever seeming she has seems to be that of a normal human.
Okay. Do you know me?
Yes. Nothing's changed.
What is
And
your
then
name?
she looks down and then up, and the smallest of smiles. I suppose some things have changed. And the disc fades, just almost like a wipe. And as it goes away, you see this golden trail flow back into her hair and her ears, and then down into the rest of her body. Her ears slowly fade back into her head and then elongate. Her hair changes from that blondish, almost white color back to red. The tail that you once saw stretches out again. She seems completely blasé about her nakedness at this point. But as she crosses her arms about her midsection, there's a vulnerability that you didn't see before in her, but it doesn't seem to have anything to do with the fact she isn't wearing clothes.
Ramzia? This is you now?
It always was.
What just happened?
I may have revealed one too many secrets. You should call your friends.
You'll still be here when I get back?
I need a shower and a moment to put myself together. Yes, I'll be here.
Use my bathroom. Take whatever you need.
Except the lavender. That's fine.
Except the lavender essential oil. That's
Sorry.
mine.
she looks up, and as you're leaving, there's still that closed pose that she had earlier, something that she just didn't have. Normally she has just this grace through life, and here she's very, very tentative.
As I'm going to find them, can I roll dream interpretation?
Oh, sure.
Try to figure out what the fuck I just
You
witnessed?
absolutely can.
Amazing.
While we are doing that, though,
Is that in
that is intelligence enigmas.
intelligence?
Believe there is actually a stated difficulty for it. Let me just check for
Oh
you.
shit!
Let me just open up PDF here. If I can find it. Lousy thingamajigger. That's a character sheet. That's not what I want at all.
This is a character sheet, not a what it.
Not a big.
I can't use
All right, while I'm looking for this, Brom, where are you?
I.
You wake up next to Claire.
Oh no.
Oh,
this isn't gonna. Yay! 12 months. Holy crap!
That's 12 months.
Wow.
Thank you, Book.
Yay, Book.
That's 12 goddamn months.
Year.
You got a song. I feel bad for the rest of you. Yeah, I mean, Brom's probably passed out behind the bar in the West Island. I'm
7.
kidding. Whoa, it's happening. Oh, God.
That's 12 months from Dio as well.
And here's to 12 more.
Year.
Oh, no. It's a thing. Yay.
I'm spending a point of willpower.
Nice.
Didn't have to, but that's okay. That's 4 successes.
4 successes. All right, I'll get to you in a second.
I imagine I finished up my drink, came back into the city, probably did not cross path. I went back to the Spark and went to sleep. Like I imagine
So
I did not
when you
cross
get to
paths
the
with
Spark, I should point out the following, which is
Okay.
actually still in line with what's happening here. When you get back to the Spark, Kyoko is passed the fuck out in the exhaust,
Well,
having been watching movies with.
Were we watching Magic Mike or Mean Girls?
I think it was Drag Race, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
It was RuPaul's Drag Race.
Right.
Ah, yes. Mean Girls meets Magic Mike.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Sorry. That's funny.
I love all of these things.
And I think you may still be in there. I don't know whether you're.
Yeah, I don't know how late it is. So I think that'll determine whether I am also asleep.
Like 11:15.
It's Friday night.
Well,
I'm
then
not,
I would
I'm not
probably
18 anymore.
have tucked her in and turned down the volume. Maybe turned it off if.
So I should point out that wherever, if you sit within 5 meters of her,
Yeah.
at some point she's like shifted either consciously or unconsciously, like off couches and onto other ones or
Yeah,
across
I would have
pillows.
tucked her in and gotten up and like picked myself a drink and stepped out for a smoke and stuff. So I'd probably be somewhere far enough away from her to not disturb her.
All right. Well, then she does not seek out your warmth and instead is just asleep. So when you get in, Patches is coming back in from the gardens outside the exhaust, smelling suspiciously of cloves.
Yes, definitely clothes.
Gotta go.
It's legal.
Yeah.
And Kyoko is asleep. Georgios is not there anymore. He thanked you for your assistance.
Yeah, and left.
Booked it.
Good evening. Has she been out long?
Not too long, but I think there's only so much excitement you can have in one evening without getting a little tired out.
I agree.
Did you have an exciting evening?
It was nice. Yes.
Good.
I didn't realize that Claire was seeing someone new, but here we are. I suppose it was only a matter of time. She is lovely.
The person she's seeing?
And then murmured from the couch. Ew.
That's not her normal sound. Oh well. Congratulations again, Patches. I can't wait to see how the wing progresses. I know nothing of these things.
You know plenty about the needs, the ongoing daily needs of a building. I hope to take that practical knowledge and put it to good work.
I will give everything I can. If you require labor, I can help with that too.
You're pregnant. I've had a night.
So
playing on the screen, by the way, Brom,
Yeah.
are like it's drag queens.
Yep.
Yep.
And the show is oddly amazing.
Fabulous.
You find yourself compelled to watch the next 8 seasons.
Oh boy. I don't pretend to understand. But indulging in one's creativity. This is good.
It is.
So who is this Shangela? Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Well,
I'm gonna. Well, let me start this off.
Sophia. 4 successes.
Yes.
All right. So, for each success, I may explain a particular thing in the dream or correct a misconception the character has made about the dream sequence.
Ooh.
So, you can ask about particulars or you can make a statement and I'll tell you whether it's true or false. You get 4 of those.
Ooh.
It's pretty cool.
Could I have a little bit of time to think of 4?
You
Do have
absolutely
more
can,
stuff that
and
you
they can
talk
help
about
you
with
if you
these
wish.
these buddies?
Yes.
Perfect. Is it better if I do this off to the side and then you guys keep going?
you can
Mhm.
feel free to
We're gonna
ask
keep
us,
going, and-
but
Okay.
if,
Perfect.
if,
And if you wanna
you've
ask
got
people,
your
go
own
ahead.
questions, write them down.
I should probably get to bed myself.
Did you like him?
Did I like who?
Kyoko sits up and she's pulls her knees up under her oversized t-shirt and tries to get her ears back in order, and it sort of works. Giorgio, did you like him? You also never said his name.
Yeah. It would appear your mind reading is coming along quite nicely.
He paid us a visit.
Did he?
Yeah.
Now, why on earth would you do that? That just... He seemed very nervous. I thought I had frightened him off forever.
You are the Sir Brom.
Have you ever been tempted to enchant her, to show her who you truly are?
When we met, I was trying to leave this far behind. All of this, and I did not even know why, Lady Kyoko. Although I would be lying if I said the thought hadn't crossed my mind.
She wouldn't remember everything. But the back of her mind, the part that will never forget you, will never forget you. It's a thought. Not necessarily a good thought. I'm not sure that I'm in the position to have good thoughts right now.
Just fabulous ones.
Right. You're allowed to have any kind of thoughts you wish. I don't understand.
Brom, when I grow up, I want to be a drag queen.
All right. Patches, we're going to need a makeup artist. Perhaps Lady Sophia can help us. We're going to need a tailor. We know one. That's good.
I think that
We're going to need to get you American citizenship.
Kyoko is quite a skilled seamstress herself. I think that your dreams can come true, Lady Kyoko. You can be drag queen or king of your dreams.
This one time I cosplayed as the boss from Metal Gear Solid 3. Perhaps I could cosplay as the boss and then just be Snake in drag as the boss.
I bet you would get a lot of photo ops.
See, I understood the word snake and cosplay, but beyond that, I'm not so sure.
Nevertheless,
I was trying to match Sophia. It wasn't the smartest thing I've ever done.
I think that we've given Jojo some things to think about. We didn't threaten him or anything like that. He just perhaps had some plans that were ill-advised.
Oh,
Is it cold in here? She wraps the blankets further around her and puts her head back down on the couch.
oh, oh. No, but I think it might be warmer in our room.
Why did you change the thermostat setting? You know that I like it cold in there.
Oh. I didn't, but I understand that these whims of people's can change. I can... Here, come along. Perhaps you can help me change it.
You understand that you have more BTUs than a space heater.
If you say so.
Patches, I'm going to take my space heater back to bed.
Yes, ma'am.
You should do the same.
Oh, is yours plugged in around here, Patches?
I'm
like looking around.
He gives off enough heat for two.
I don't want to bifurcate your space heater.
You don't want to... What? Me?
I bet he could carry me if he really wanted to.
A challenge. Hardly. And like I hoist her easily, keeping the blanket. I'm
Yep.
keeping the blanket.
She's dressed.
Yeah, I know, but I'm keeping the blanket.
Cozier, warmer.
Yeah, I like blankets. I'm gonna stride purposefully out of the room. I'm leaving. I'm taking her away.
Okay, as you start striding out of the room purposefully, I assume
Yeah.
that this is when you would start showing up. But you can throw me your questions.
Thank you. Number one is going to be more of a clarification because I just want to make sure that I'm picturing what happened in the dream properly. So, two cliffs. One let's call the right side up. The other let's call the upside down for the purposes of this. On the right side up, there is a path. There was Ramzia walking in one direction and another figure walking in the opposite direction.
Well, there was Ramzia at the end of it, and she wasn't necessarily walking. She walked with you as you went along, but when you first arrived, she was still.
Gotcha. There was just a path, and she wasn't necessarily walking it. Or there were
That's
notches.
right. There were notches. There was a path alongside of the cliff, but she wasn't walking. She was there.
So my question is, did all fates come from the upside down? Like, was all fates the shadowy figure?
No.
No, that would be...
All Fates was at the beginning of the path on the right side up.
Okay, so I followed the path and found all fates.
Yes.
Excellent.
Technically, what you did was you went down,
Yeah.
walked to the end of the path, went up, and found All Fates.
Gotcha. That helps a lot. Thank you. So does this mean that the shadowy figure that I couldn't see, I would assume is the mystery person that Ramzia is looking for.
Yes, that would be a reasonable assumption.
And if I were to go to the opposite end of that path, perhaps I would find 10K. The upside down where I found all faith.
If Sophia knew who 10K was,
Right. This is Liz, not
The,
Sophia.
the,
Yeah,
the
it's a-
mysterious lost lover.
Yes.
then that's potentially also
Okay.
correct.
Fabulous. Did Sophia just create a trod to creation?
No, and I'm not going to give. I'm not taking a
Fair enough.
question away from that. You can't really create a trod inside someone's dream.
No. That's why I was confused.
Good to check, though. Pretty cool if you could.
Did the crosses in All Fates, I'm calling her All Fates.
You're allowed.
Cool. Did the crosses in All Fates path represent her deaths?
Yes.
Okay. Does anybody have a question that
I
they would
see
like?
You've got another question.
No. I asked them all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. These combined.
Okay. I was just looking at you going.
That's
One
3.
Hmm.
2 left. Or 1 left, I should say.
Do you have any?
I'm doing 3 the German way instead of this way.
Free the North American way.
The Germans.
First, you need to
It's-
find Ramzia. There's one timeline.
Not really a question about the
Yeah.
dream, but perhaps it could be whether all fates came out of the dream or whether Ramzia is able to transform herself.
That's not a question that she can learn through dream interpretation.
That was the thing.
Well, unless
Like
she came out of the, I guess not. Eh?
No. I
Unless the
will
dream was
then,
like,
in lieu of your 4th question, if you don't have one,
Yeah.
I will remind you of something.
Oh, good. Thank you. I will take that reminder.
I will remind you that if the crosses represent deaths, there hasn't been a cross in a very, very long time.
No cross in so long.
Mm-hmm.
Aragorn
say
has
that
a
was a
question.
secret.
Ask your question, Aragorn.
Damn it!
No one is supposed to know my ones. No cross
Mhm.
in so long. First, you need to find Ramzia. There is one timeline.
Ask your question.
Get you next time, Cat.
I mean, he is Dr. Claw.
Mm-hmm. Da claw.
Symbol on her forehead. Is there anything about the dream that reminded Sophia of that symbol or / way to interpret it? I don't know. That is a good question. Anyway, so
I'll plug it into Google.
Son of a bitch. Yeah.
Circle on forehead.
Disc on forehead.
And here I thought you'd be happy that I asked about 10K, Ericwin.
Eric's not unhappy. I see no fainting or
Ericwin's
Frowny
unhappy.
face
The
or
faint
Frowny
will
faces
come
or
in
angry-
3, 2.
yes.
either way,
We're back.
Sophia, when you make it back down to the exhaust, you see that Brahm is currently carrying a blanketed lump away from it, and I don't know what Patches is doing.
Oh, good. You're all still awake. I need you to come up to my room.
Is there an emergency, Lady Sophia?
Of sorts.
Need I
No
bring
one's
a
in
weapon?
danger. No. I mean, maybe. I don't know. No, we're fine. I think. Come on. I'll make tea.
We're not getting any sleep tonight, are we?
Hopefully.
What?
We had quite a night. We had quite a few drinks. Hopefully she has caffeinated tea.
I don't.
BRB.
Yeah,
Grab some
BRB.
coffee.
Yep. I'm gonna bring Kyoko.
You're just gonna
Yep.
bring her with you? All right.
Little fun.
Yeah.
I'm okay
She could
with
leave
this.
if it's inappropriate for any reason. I don't know.
All right.
I
So,
was Kyoko. I would
uh,
not want to be left.
Sophia, you are
She's- okay.
joined in a few minutes with a caffeinated knocker, a troll carrying a lump with ears and feet, and a blanket.
Excellent. Is Ramzia out of the shower?
By the time that you get back, Ramzia is dressed back in her in like a nightgown, which is firmly belted shut, and She looks like she is much more refreshed. Her hair is still slightly damp.
Come in, everyone. Have a seat.
It seems something's happened. I prop Kyoko up.
It has.
And I just put her on the bed.
I traveled into Ramzia's dream just now, and there was some kind of link there to these other versions of ourselves. You know, the ones that we saw in the tree? I saw the other version of Ramzia. But I didn't just see her, I spoke to her, and briefly she came out of the dream with me.
But I don't believe that would be possible, Lady Sophia.
That's why I called you all up here.
Unless you were
Where did
to...
she go?
She transformed back into Ramzia. Can you shed some light on this?
I can try. But I'm going to need something from you first.
What?
By the way, are you just still holding her
No,
awkwardly?
no,
or are you
I'm going to put
Down.
Kyoko down on the bed and...
Awkwardly. Romantically.
Could be awkward. Could be both. Why not both?
Here, let's move into the living room.
I'm sitting in the hammock chair.
Nice. There's a hammock chair.
Oh,
I
yeah.
installed it.
Yes, you did. Now that's a throwback. I made this.
It squeaks a little.
So she gets up and she walks into the living room and she sits down and she folds her hands in front of her. I need your assurance that unless it's critically important, you can keep this secret.
Lady Sophia, it seems to be important enough. We should agree to this. Patches, yes?
So long as no one's lives are in danger.
It's better than the outside about your memories, Brom, so I'm down.
Thanks for the reminder.
Not your fault.
I'd like to pick up a small candle from the table that's lit that Sophia leaves
he's
burning.
stealing your stuff.
Yeah, I'm pocketing it.
Excuse
I'm
me.
gonna walk away.
Do not touch that.
I need this.
For what?
I'd like to make
my
a
best
ring
candle.
of wax on her table in front of Ramzia.
My table, you son of a bitch.
Put your ring fingers inside, please.
You're cleaning this up after Brom.
Of course I am. And I invite
Ron,
Ramsey.
digs out a walnut and starts like
Sorry. This is the old-fashioned sponge. I invite Ramzia to do the same. Unless our lives are in danger.
unless
Any life. is
Unless
in
any
danger.
lives are in danger. We swear to not reveal
Well,
the
we're
facts
about
that you are about to reveal to us.
Are you going to?
May I?
Yes.
Contract?
Oh, you just want more strength.
No, that's not how it works. There's a max. There's a max. That would be really intense if it just kept going forever.
I'm at 10 strength.
I should have said something about it. I should have asked about. Sorry, I'm gonna re-roll that because I have to ask about my bunk. Sorry.
That Reggie pissed me off, so I threw the moon at him.
Can you imagine?
Look, I swore a lot of oaths. It's my time.
West coast of America destroyed. Small Reggie at the center of crater. John Bunk. Sorry.
I'll say that your bunk is worth 3.
Oh, you fancy.
Gonna be crazy then. That's a point of nightmare. And
Hooray.
that's another success.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
Just I want to ask, how pissed is Sophia about the candle on the table?
It depends on how expensive that table is. Let's be honest, it's probably a vintage table. I don't think she would spend like $2,000 on a table, but it's nice. She likes it. But I think she's fairly confident that she's
3.
like moderately pissed.
3.
All right, okay. There's a 1 there.
She's not trying to kill you.
She's not trying to kill you, but she is
Yet.
very disappointed in your actions.
It's 3 successes.
Okay.
Which of course with contract, for those not in the know, kind of provides a degree of sanctifying or protection to the oath. If anyone breaks it, they will suffer terrible consequences. Botches, specifically. And I now have access to the ability to, like,
Tell if
no.
it fucks
Yeah,
it up.
exactly.
I
Including myself.
should point out, Ramzia is not subject to this oath.
We did say we, didn't we? True.
She specifically is not repeating that aspect of it.
Well, all right.
She has a ring in the middle, but she didn't say squat.
That's fine.
It's her secret to tell. She
Yeah, it's true, right? It's true, right? Like, she
Yes.
can't... Anyway, yeah.
I just mean specifically, you now don't get to find out if she tells someone else. It's if one of you breaks it.
Okay.
And Kyoko is not subject to the oath.
No.
There's something about legends that continues to elude me. The way that they become twisted over time. I've met some wonderful storytellers. Storytellers who could create entire moments in front of you. So real that you could feel them, taste them, smell them just through their words. And so it makes me wonder why stories become corrupt. And they pass into myth and then legend. That they no longer are histories, but now only tales. I am Xian. Do you need the
Xian?
spelling of that?
Yeah, hi. Yes, please.
Hi, Anarchus, you just became Baylor. Sorry.
Yay!
Thank you, Gwen, for gifting that.
Oh my god,
So,
Aragwen.
Shion?
The spelling is.
Oh god. I'm gonna spell it the way I think it's spelled. I'm gonna see if I'm very
You know
wrong.
what? Actually, I'm gonna ask. Erwin, can you just paste it in chat? Thanks.
Aragwen. Ah, wow.
Okay.
I got some of the letters right.
So it's like Shion, but it's...
And yeah, what's the pronunciation, John? Sorry?
Xian,
Xian.
which I'm sure I'm butchering.
They didn't want it butchered. You know? Kidding.
Which means that I'm now going to ask all three of you to roll your intelligence Greymare. And this is going to be at a difficulty of 7.
Botch.
I got 2 successes and 2 ones, so I'm thankfully
Failure.
like...
3.
3 successes. 3 successes. You know, this actually makes some sense. Patches is the baby of the group.
Aw. That face. Oh, sorry. Yep.
The Xion are changelings who have been rumored to have figured out the correct balance of glamour and banality to become effectively immortal.
Right. Right. Because it's not like you can really die of old age. It's the like banality, sort of over glamour or over banality thing that would probably kill you. Or just, getting shot.
Patches. She on? I mean, like, is it a different kind of she? She sure doesn't look like a she. She's
Yeah.
got ears and a tail, and like, maybe she's lying to you. I mean, she is a poop.
Let's get her.
Well,
Fuck
it's
her up.
easy to not spill the beans about something I don't understand.
Does that explain why the crosses through the path that I saw in your dream stopped?
It has been a long time.
It's been a long time since you died. When did you discover this secret?
I'm not certain so much as if it was a discovery as it was something that I fell into. There's some things I need to clear up. The first is that immortality does not grant you perfect recall of everything. I have memories of things that I've done. Wondrous things. Abilities I never knew I had. But I can't remember how or what. And I can't say that I can teach you how to do this. But I remember once I experienced a great loss for the best of reasons.
Do you remember who you lost?
She's around every corner. She's
She's who you're searching for.
yes. When I wake up, I can feel her breath on the back of my neck. When I step forward, it's as if I'm being supported. But it's been ages.
If you have had so much time to search for this person, how have they eluded you for so long?
Because she doesn't know who she's looking for. Who she's looking for is not immortal. They could be anyone.
They did not also fall into this gift.
No. When I say that I lost someone for the best of reasons, I remember that I was there at the moment that heroism was reborn. And I also know that I had to sacrifice her to do it. I am not a hero. But it was on my shoulders that heroes were known again.
This incident, this event, it sounds like the world was at a turning point, maybe a precipice that you drew back from. What happened? It may not be in our lifetimes, but perhaps we would know of it. Perhaps we could shed some light on anything around that time. We could help you.
You owe me nothing. need to make that clear. But I owe you everything. I haven't found her. I haven't found her, and I'm okay with this so far, because I know that one day I might.
I feel like she was so close to us in the dream. She's just hidden in some kind of fog or shadow. She's right there. Maybe if I visit a few more times, we can coax her out.
I also remember that once upon a time, I made a mistake. A mistake for which I believe I'm still paying for.
How could you still be paying for a mistake? What on earth could you have done that long ago?
That does seem like an awfully big mistake.
I feel like I made a mistake that I somehow managed to fix.
We were told once that we had saved you.
I was branded for this mistake.
Does it have to do with the symbol that I saw on your forehead when she was here
No.
as you? There was
Was
a
it-
disc.
Like, and I'm gonna find something to write with.
The wax on the table.
And
Just
draw one
carve
of
it
the
into the
symbols
fucking
that I
table.
saw in the tree.
The symbols that were on a
Yeah,
hand.
yeah.
She looks at the symbol that you write,
Mhm.
and she bursts into tears. Her hands sinking into her hand, or her head sinking into her hands, and her shoulders just heave.
Ramzia, I want
erase
to
it
go
or,
over and
like scratch over it.
my arm around her.
Brom, what's your banality trigger?
Gross cowardice?
Okay. No, this doesn't qualify. Sorry,
That's
I just.
good. I'd be curious. I'd be very curious about that.
Why'd you kill Ramzia with a hammer?
Look, this is going to take some explaining.
Players,
What is that gif? What is it? Yes.
That's what Patch's rooms looks like for sure. String all over the wall and shit. I'm kidding. Wow.
But it's gone. The brand is gone. I only wish I remembered how I fixed it.
We fixed it. My other self fixed it. I don't know. I don't know. Understand dreams as much. There was my other self that had pulled the sigils from you and someone that looked like you. Or that not looked like you, but someone that was with you. And my other self had taken the symbol away from you or into herself.
Does any of this jog any memories?
I made a mistake, and for that I was branded. A mistake that I made in an attempt to seize power. When I forsook that power, I was punished. until with your help, the mistake was undone. But there are still things that I cannot remember. There are still experiences that I know are just outside my reach and grasp.
Surely, if this is all one lifetime, then the Lady Sophia could explore your dreams and recover these memories.
The same way I did Brahm.
If they're all
It's-
one lifetime.
It is akin to a script that you can't remember the words to, but with prompting, it comes back. I do know that at this point, I am aware of love. But I feel its absence more than I feel its presence. And I have been searching for it. But there's so much that I don't remember because I don't remember how it feels.
Do you have any recollection of whether this other person was also branded?
No. No, she never was. She was perfect.
If we can find a way to reunite you, or at least give you that feeling again, it might trigger some memories.
Perhaps. But with this long life, I've had to make other changes. I cannot live in the same form forever. What you see right now, this is as I am for this generation. I've had to conceal myself because I also know that there are those who seek the life I have and would do anything to get it.
So what you're saying is the woman that I saw when you first woke up, is that what you truly look like?
I look like how I do now. This is real. This is real. And she opens her hands, and just the simplicity of the plain white nightgown. But if I think, I remember that once I was given the chance to show this. And she touches her head where you saw the circle, but it's no longer there.
Mm-hmm.
I miss her. And I don't even know how I miss her. Because I remember that when I was made whole, I was reunited with her for only an eye blink. And someone... And she reaches up and she touches her ear again. Someone very dear had to say goodbye for her. I'm sorry that I've burdened you with this.
Don't be. You shouldn't be carrying around that burden all by yourself. And you're doing a wonderful thing by telling us. Because this might be the key to the troubles we're having with Talus.
Talus, or Talus's other person, or both of them were marked.
Exactly.
And my other self hadn't cleansed or fixed or whatever it is,
Saved, yeah.
saved him, his other self. I had failed him.
But how do we find Talus's other self?
You excuse me for a moment. And she stands up and she goes into the bedroom where you've left Kyoko, and she closes the door but not shut. I assume that it's probably also like a nice door with like windows.
I actually envisioned very open concept, so this
it's
is blowing
very
my
open.
mind.
This
Oh.
is blowing my
There are
mind,
doors.
man.
All right, so there's no door. So then she goes over there and she sits down on the bed, far enough away that like if you guys spoke quietly, then it would be relatively private. But she just looks like she needs to sit there and collect herself for a moment.
I'm gonna keep a pretty watchful eye on her. Not that I'm worried she's gonna run away or anything, but like,
She turns around and she's just like knifing Kyoko like again and again. And
well, I
again.
could have seen that coming.
Na 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 na.
I do not know, Lady Sophia, how we are expected to find previous incarnations of selves, or if this is
I don't know whether fixing Talus, like, I don't know whether that's necessarily connected to finding this person.
I don't
But-
think it's the person that connects them, but I think it's the way of finding them.
Maybe.
We're finding a connection right now between a past or a world or a time when souls could be cleansed, when those lost could be saved. And isn't that Talus?
Dantain, not just Talus.
Speaking of, he's going to be. You know that you have maybe a couple of weeks left before he's
unfreezes.
potentially unfreezes.
And where are we at with Jack?
He said that it is probably going to come quickly, like in the new year,
Okay,
like soon after the new year.
cool. So we're still expecting him before Talus unfreezes.
Yes. And Yule is in a week or less. Less. It's 5 days.
I have
Five
started
days
my
to you.
shopping.
Sorry.
Ugh.
You're supposed to make things, Brom.
Yeah, but you need supplies.
I haven't
to make
started my
things.
whittling.
My whittling.
I'm going to have you roll
Yeah.
perception empathy.
Yeah.
I'm going to have you roll intelligence and your perception empathy, your intelligence and Greymare, and you are going to be intelligence empathy. Perception empathy, intelligence empathy, intelligence Greymare.
Does my specialty apply? Desires?
I'm going for it.
Not
Standard
this time.
difficulty?
All of you standard difficulty, please.
You said 6, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Dear God.
Great. Great. Okay, she'll be up counting all night.
Or
Wow.
All right. Patches. It is important to point out that this brand, if it indeed does belong to Talus, is not related to the idea of immortality because it persists across death. I'm just reminding you of this fact.
Okay.
Or making sure that Patches knows this. Sophia.
Mm-hmm.
There's more to what she's saying, but it's definitely not a wish to deceive. So, sorry, there's more that she hasn't said, I should say.
Okay, but she's not
But
trying
she-
to deceive us.
There's
She's
not
trying to
there's no intent to deceive, but it isn't clear why she isn't saying it.
Okay.
It's not necessarily she can't remember, like I'm not saying that, but she's definitely not trying to deceive you. Brahm, she's very clearly looking at Kyoko lying on the bed, and there's a connection there, a very important connection that she's feeling towards Kyoko. Kyoko's asleep, so she has no way of showing any kind of connection other than like.
That's what she looks like for sure. If we could find a way to point Ramzia in the right direction, she is clearly experiencing a connection across time and across space. It could be we could use it as a compass. A GPS. Stronger.
Just
thicker.
like,
what a-
oh,
Oh, like, thank God.
All right, guys.
What's this? What did she send?
Adorable.
That is perfect.
Cute. Oh, GPS, thank God. The thing is, though, Ramzia is looking for someone in our world. Talus isn't. Talus is looking to be saved as whoever this past version of him wasn't saved. Doesn't make any
How
sense.
do we?
You said it
No, go ahead.
You said it yourself, Lady Sophia. If we find a way to reunite Ramzia with her lover,
Come in.
door opens up,
I'm watching Ramzia.
and Incisor is holding.
So not useful.
Oh boy, here we go.
She's holding a slightly crumpled box
Oh,
of After Eight.
Because it's after 8. Actually, what time is it?
In game? I don't know. Evening.
And
Late
she's-
evening.
and
1,
she's
11,
got-
12. Yeah.
A snowball in her other hand. Now, the snowball she's holding kind of like flat. It's not like the grip of like, I'm going to fucking throw it at you. But she has a snowball in her hand, and it doesn't look like it's melting.
Cool.
She opens the door, kind of pushes it aside because she's got both of her hands occupied, sees that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and also one of them is passed out in a bed, and she's, yeah, I found these downstairs, and I didn't know if I wanted to put them over the bar. So here, you can take it. She sets it down on probably a table where like keys and wallet and various sundries
Hung
go.
up very daintily. My favorite thing
Yeah.
is making Scott's eyes roll at the thought of
No, I'm
Sophia's
just
extravagant
kidding, guys.
lifestyle.
Yeah,
Love it.
a good night, and she
Incisor. Oh, no, I'll follow her outside.
what was the snowball for?
A snow cone?
Oh, delicious.
hi. Hi.
Hi. Important oneromancy had to be done, and it couldn't wait.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it, and why not bring the party? I get it.
It's all relevant to them. And it's relevant to Talus as well. We want to get that situation handled as soon as possible.
Yeah, I get it.
And it's relevant to Talus as well. We want to get that situation handled as soon as possible.
Okay.
What?
I'm not comfortable with what I did.
I would be surprised if you were.
So you'll excuse the mug. I can come back another time.
Are you staying in tonight?
I gotta keep an eye on some things, and then I'll probably be back in my room.
Yeah. What time do you think you'll be back?
A couple hours.
I'll see you then. I want to give her a very tender kiss on the cheek. A la Cat and Evan, LARP's Ep 10. Ah. How suggestive. What did you do?
Okay. Yeah, I'll see you there.
What was that for? Snowball.
Guess you'll see in a couple hours. And she goes back to the elevator. It goes in. It's still not melting.
Oh my god. What the fuck? Confirmed.
So Brahm's just like gone vacant.
No, Brom
Yeah.
gets up and uses the bathroom. He has bodily functions too.
He's a big boy.
He's a rock. Sophia's going back inside. Coldplay. Yes. Yes.
Badoo.
Yes. Amazing. Points for Kung Fu Fenris. 50 points. 50 punchy punch points for Kung Fu Fenris.
It's not your channel. You don't just get to do that.
Do it on her channel.
Yeah.
It's true.
So
Thanks, Tom.
if my other self could fix or remove or pull in these people's brands, the whatever seems to be equivalent to Talus's Dantain mark, should we try to find my other self?
Actually, that's not a bad idea. She might know the answers. She might be able to tell us what she did, and maybe it's something we can use. Maybe she would know who this other version of Talus is. Maybe we could show her
I hate my good ideas.
the brand on Talus's arm. This is a wonderful idea, Patches.
Kyoko stirs just enough to roll over in the bed, and you can see that she is reaching out with her hand towards Ramzia. And Ramzia is looking down, and Ramzia places a hand over Kyoko's sleeping hand. And just her eyes now. Remember how I described vacant before? Her eyes seem very distant, as if she's trying to look back across eons.
I don't want to break the spell necessarily, but I am going to excuse myself from these two. I fully support any decision that we reach as a group, and go. Sorry, and yeah, I want to approach
No more tiebreaker.
relatively cautiously. And just kind of observe this. Like, I maybe want to get close. I don't want to disturb Ramzia, but are they actually touching yet?
She is touching Kyoko's hand, yes.
Okay.
Kyoko's hand is like... Here, I'll see if I can do it on camera.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
So Kyoko's hand is on the bed,
Yeah.
and it's just loose.
Yeah, because she's asleep.
Ramsey's hand is just over top of hers, and just resting. There's no, like... It's not stroking. It's not, like, interlaced fingers. It's just resting on top.
How many licks?
Hang on.
4 legs.
Excellent.
Oh, I thought the center of a Tootsie Pop was... Never mind. All right. Much further. I guess I kind of want to like crouch maybe near Ramzia.
So basically now you're like, even
Yeah,
though you're
like,
crouched down,
we're at
like
the
your
same
head is
height
at the
now,
same
yeah.
height. Yeah. Trolls are very large and in charge.
Mm-hmm. Well, usually. You know her. How is that possible?
Oh, Sir Brom. One thing that I can tell you is that you live in a world where dreams shape a reality that no one else can see. Is it so hard to believe that I can know somebody across a chasm so great that I'll never be able to leap across it?
It's so good.
I not so long ago, a part of my life was hidden from me, shrouded, guarded. And it was not in the same way. I had not simply forgotten because of the stretch of time. I wish your situation was as simple as mine turned out to be in the end. We simply had the process reversed. It was time, and it was lifted.
I hope you don't realize that I don't get too excited. I've met many people. I've been very close to things before.
Ramzia,
Yes.
you talked about what sounded like a world-shattering event, bringing back heroism.
Yes.
You do not know what happened.
I do.
Oh,
I couldn't give you details. I can tell you that it was light crashing through gray. I can tell you that it was the restoration of a wrong. I can tell you that it involved sacrifice, journeys, heartbreak. I can tell you that it was a story that I wish we still knew. It wasn't the establishment of a new tyrant. It was the promise that we could rule ourselves.
that does indeed sound... I'm not sure I can imagine quite how important this must have been,
She almost died.
but she didn't.
She looks down at Kyoko.
She was there. Were we all?
Of course you were.
Maybe if I think really hard, I'll remember it too.
You just like pop a button off of your shirt because you're like flexing so hard.
Look at me very closely. What happened was still the past. And while you might be able to learn from it, while you might be able to remember a lesson, it happened so long ago that countless other stories have written and rewritten the world. You, here, now, those are the stories that you need to worry about. What will happen tomorrow, today, in the next minute, the next second. Being too caught up in the past is only going to disappoint you and leave the rest of the world to march ahead. You, more than anyone, will understand this.
I hear you. I understand you. We know we have to move forward. But it is not by looking back that we will do so. Yes.
The secret is safe with you, I know. I hope I have given you aid instead of dragging you into this.
There is no danger, is there, Ramzia?
Life is danger, Ron. Without it, what do we have?
Life is all things.
I've seen you fall. Hundreds of meters. Ablaze. You're no stranger to danger. And she stands up and she rolls her shoulders and she looks around. I think perhaps I should return to rest.
Of course. You must be exhausted.
Thank you.
I assume you too are tired, Sophia. We should save my dream. Or delve into my dream. For another night.
It's a good idea. Yes, I have many busy and important things to do downstairs in the... Patches, are you sure you're all right with this?
Yes.
I have
Just
an
don't
idea.
bring the whole freehold into my dream.
It's funny you should mention that. What if we brought Talus?
No.
Hear me out.
No.
Hear me out.
No. We figure. No.
Cured
You
one,
go.
she might
You go.
cure more. She
You
might
go
have
into
an
the dream and
idea.
you find her and you see if she exists, and then maybe we talk about bringing Talus. But first, see if you can find my person. Maybe she's just like, no, you just like, make them drink the water from the Atlantic Ocean while lying upside down. Maybe you don't need to bring Talus into my dream.
I have to agree, Lady Sophia. That seems
That's a huge risk.
foolish.
Yes, but he's frozen now.
Yes, so
We don't know what will happen if we try to.
I don't know if I'll be able to find her again, even if I do.
yeah, and what if we don't find her and instead I'm dreaming about some sort of monster that will just kill you guys and free Talus and to become Rick in my dreams?
It's Patch's decision.
I know.
Do you?
I do.
Good.
Ramsey's gone, by the way. She's
He's just left, eh? All right, cool. Is Kyoko still asleep, by the way?
Yes, Kyoko is still asleep in Sophia's bed.
What the fucking shit? Okay, cool. Let's see what we can find out about it.
We all need a night's rest. We can talk about this tomorrow. Rest well.
You too.
You'll give me a minute to move the Lady Kyoko.
Of course. No,
you.
get out now. Leave the bunny. Like,
This is your domain. I would not. Anyway. Yes. I don't know. Finders keepers, I guess.
It's the second tradition.
Where did Ramzia go? I mean,
She has a
she
room.
has a room
room.
downstairs. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna bother her. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take Kyoko again and bring her back downstairs.
Okay, she murmurs a little as you pick her up, but
Anything? Did she murmur anything in particular?
no. Okay, you want exactly what?
Shangela, I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
There.
Oh, okay, great. Hey, you never know. Gotta ask.
Any opportunity to let the chat skirt the edge of terms of service by moaning into a microphone, you know, that's all I need.
Mama.
You're going downstairs?
Yeah. Oh,
We all are.
we all are.
You are.
Well, I'm waiting for you guys to leave.
Yeah, why would you leave your place?
You're right. I'm settling down to a cup of tea.
I cleaned up your table.
How immaculate does it look? Can I tell?
I didn't do a super thorough job.
Roll me your just to see. I want you to roll me your charisma crafts.
Ooh, great roll.
You got to seduce that table into cleanliness.
2 successes.
Yay.
It's pretty invisible.
Okay, good. Good.
Next time, Crosshair, don't worry. Just
Probably
for
you'll
you.
have to replace that candle though. Now it's all burned on like one side.
I really
You get to
liked that
drip it.
candle, but it hasn't been burning down in a symmetrical way. I'm like really angry.
Now you're missing out, Anarchus.
So, going to bed?
Yes.
Stepping out for a smoke.
Well, it's been like at least 20 minutes.
Processing.
Bleep, bloop, bleep, bleep, bleep.
Well, I have to wait a couple of hours. But after those couple of hours, I'm gonna.
All right. Processing?
Synthesizers,
Anything?
I missed something before.
Well, she and Size are gonna hook up in a couple hours.
Yeah, I missed that. Okay, cool.
That's what the snowball's for.
Ugh.
Let's just say it's not going to interfere. I'm not going to like cross paths with Incisor and Sophia.
Okay. So we're not going to have that awkward moment where you just like turn around from the garden and come back inside and like Sophia's tiptoeing. Like,
Yeah, I like that.
The true stealth challenge in the spark.
Oh.
whoop. Wrong one. There we go. Sophia, you're headed towards Incisor's room.
Yes.
Okay, funnily enough, as you start approaching Incisor's room, when you get to the door, you knock.
Yeah.
Your knock sounds
Something.
oddly muffled.
As in there's like something on the other side of the door.
Maybe. But like it doesn't sound like it sounds more like
Hell. Knock a bit harder.
come in.
Is that Incisor's voice?
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
But it's also muffled.
I'm gonna go in.
Egg cartons.
Whatever
When you get inside, it's snowing.
Cool.
It's not cold, but it is snowing. Surfaces have a couple of centimeters of snow, fluffy and light,
Wow.
coating them. And when your feet press down into the snow on the floor, you hear that familiar crunch. But because it's fresh snow still falling, sounds are just a little absorbed. And the world seems just a little more distant. But it is still pretty warm in here. Incisor is sitting on the bed. Her jacket with the studs on it in the back that reads tits, it's folded so that the word is underneath. And it's,
So, not tits out.
yeah, not tits out. And it's sitting on the chair.
Man, I quit.
Bye, Scott.
Sitting on the chair, and she's currently just dressed in a muscle tee and muscle tee and shorts, and her hands are in her lap, and she looks up as if she's really anxious about what she's just done.
When I crystallized, it was snowing like this.
That's nice.
It was snowing like this. Where did you crystallize?
In the woods near my family's home.
I had no idea.
We don't talk about our past very much.
No, I don't.
What was it like for you?
She gets up, and because she, you know what? Actually, roll me perception empathy.
Oh, shit.
This one you can use your specialty.
Desires.
Desires. Is that how we're
Yeah, I
saying
think
it
so.
from now
I think
on?
that's what. Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought it was gonna be a botch. and
Yeah,
I
it's
was
like
gonna have so
I
much fun.
rolled
3 zeros.
I think that's so much fun right there.
Holy
You know
shit.
that zeros explode in this game. They don't count as 2. You re-roll them, right?
No.
Did-
Since when?
Or no,
This is
that's
episode
second
60.
edition.
I don't think that's true.
That's second edition.
Playing it
Fuck.
wrong
There's
this
too many
whole
editions.
time.
Can you imagine?
I just
It's
kind of
like we're playing Exalted
No.
Second Ed again?
Hooray.
What world are we in?
It's too many editions.
That's true. Sorry, son.
She is moving forward to kiss you because she has no intention of going into what happened during her chrysalis.
Oh shit.
She has no intention about going into what happened during her chrysalis, possibly because it was traumatic.
Fair enough.
And now the reason that she's kissing you is not out of attraction. It's out of an attempt to distract.
So
Right, Aragorn? Right? I get fucked up.
right. So I want to just stop her just before then. Hey, we don't have to talk about it.
I don't have to talk at all.
We don't. But if we're not talking, it's because we want to not talk. Not because we're running away from something else. Okay?
Okay, roll me your
Yes.
charisma
It's good. That was good. I'm just sorry. That was good.
leadership.
Ooh.
Difficulty is 7.
Wish I could
Specialty,
use-
silver tongued. Not necessarily.
Yeah, that
yeah.
that's-
I wish I could use my arts for seduction. All I have is like hurricane
That
speed,
doesn't matter.
I have dragon
That's
fire.
3 successes.
burning foo.
All right, so
not
it's
the
snowing,
same, man.
Mhm.
which is very soft and very gentle. And, you know, the muted sounds and the wafting of and all that. She's not gentle.
Shit.
Mark one down.
She's not gentle, but it also means
My arm.
Congratulations, everyone.
I was going to add to my real XP. No, Liz, you
No.
add to your sex P. Yay. I think I have
Patches.
an 1/8 of what Patches has. What are you at?
10. Patches would have texted because it's late and she doesn't want to wake him up.
Okay.
But she's texting the Duke Granville asking,
You up?
Hey, baby,
no.
you up?
Could
Hey,
you tell me?
B.
Sorry.
Sorry. You text the Duke.
Could you tell me about a time you had to do something uncomfortable or difficult
What, like in the
personally
back of a Volkswagen?
for the better of others?
That's what you send?
Yeah. I'm going to make sure my ringer is on and assume that he may not respond until morning.
Okay, that's what you send.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You get a phone call almost immediately.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like you're trying to break up with me.
Oh my god, no. No. I'm faced with doing something that I think I should do. I just
You hear crackling.
want to hear about. I'm sure you've done things like that before. Just know that, you know, your life didn't end and that you aren't thinking about it every day of your life. Cringing over your self-sacrifice or whatever.
You've described nobility, you realize.
Maybe that's why it seems so unfamiliar.
Hey.
I tried to retire from it. I spent a very long time making sure that every very important decision could be blamed on me, which meant that I had to live with their consequences constantly. Some of them are easier than others. I know that some people start looking at life as if it's a game, and they realize that it's not always about whether you win or lose, just that you're playing. But that's a callous way of looking at life. Sometimes your decisions really make a difference to people who you will never meet. And so it's very easy to disassociate yourself from that, but I don't feel comfortable in that situation.
That's fair.
Are you feeling particularly noble tonight, Patches?
Feeling like I should be noble, and I feel like my intelligent, logical brain says I should be.
Then why wouldn't you? Do you hate being noble that much?
I guess I'm just not as noble as others are. I don't leap at the opportunity for self-sacrifice.
It's true.
There is one aspect to nobility that we don't like to discuss very often, because others wouldn't understand. And I'll understand if you don't like me quite as much after I tell you than right now. Sometimes you have to make decisions that are selfish because it means that you are around to make the next decision. Sometimes you must be incredibly selfish because it's the only way that you'll be able to be effective later on. I mean, we live in opulent places sometimes. We enjoy privileges that others don't. And yes, sometimes that's because of an abuse of power. It's sometimes because it's fun to have access to servants and good food, good wine, good blow. And sometimes it's because literally the stress will kill you.
I'm good at that part of things.
Which?
The indulgence.
You heard what I said, sorry.
To
I know.
maintain. To go on.
This is the sort of thing that you're going to have to make that decision on your own, isn't it? You can't tell me what's going on.
Yeah.
I understand. You could come up to Quebec City for the next couple of days.
Unfortunately, this decision may take effect in the next day, but I appreciate the invitation, and I may well take you up on it not too long from now.
Maybe between Yule and New Year's.
Let's pencil that in. I'm in no state for an all-night drive tonight.
All right.
Thank you.
Is there anything else that I can answer for you in the dead of night?
What are you wearing?
I am currently wearing the voile I was wearing the first time I learned fencing. Leggings, a tunic. I have a circlet on my brow. It's itching.
Would that I could take it off for you.
What are you wearing?
I'm also in leggings and a tank top. We're having a hang out and watch trashy TV night, and things got serious. As things seem to do around this place.
Sorry.
Where are you right now?
In the garden, looking towards town hall.
Why don't you head to bed? And you can tell me about what you're wearing then.
Talk to you soon.
You don't need to hang up.
Oh.
All right.
Oh. Oh.
Phaeton, wait.
Now.
Is it when it's on the phone?
Now.
I turned off my mic.
Now-
What is it when it's on the phone?
This is an important point
Yeah.
that I'm going to point out right here.
Anarchus. It's right there. Perfect. Oh.
There's a lot of clicking going on.
Hey.
Hey.
Technically, that makes you first.
I wasn't trying to.
I'm not
usurp
taking it away from
Yeah.
Sophia.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. I was like, I'm having a phone call, and I'm like, he is way older and has done way more things, and I'm sure he's
Phone
done
sex
a lot
is
of.
sex, ladies and gentlemen.
John Farrell's fancy corner.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Bone
Bonetown.
Town. I thought they were rhyming, and I was like, I don't
Bone
think
Zone?
so. I know, right?
Bet on
Crosshair?
Brom taps foot.
Yeah. Crosshair, I gotta tell you, I wake up every day with that same feeling.
Waiting on Brom.
Wishing Brom and boned.
Waiting on
I mean,
Brom to buck.
More generally.
How
being
Brom
disappointed.
got his groove back.
I'd watch that. I'd even animate it. We've managed to even shock Kung Fu Fenris.
Oh, who knows, Aragorn.
All right. Well, that would make it Monday, December 17th. Unless you guys just want to fast forward to Yule.
Ooh.
Oh dear,
I
we'd have
think
to
it-
think of presents super quickly.
God.
Oh, no. You don't have to think of presents for everybody.
It's a question of how soon you want to go dream delving.
Basically, as soon as Patches says it's okay, as long as we do it before Talus unfreezes, and
Yeah, I'll be okay with the very next day.
excellent.
All right, then it's the very next day. Brom,
Yes.
when you wake up, Kyoko's not there.
Is there like a Kyoko-shaped hole in the universe, though? No. Okay.
There, Kyoko's not there. However, sitting on your nightstand is a cup of English breakfast tea with
Delicious.
the slightest hint of something stronger in there.
Ooh.
And next to it is a scone
Oh.
with a little bit of jam smeared on the plate in what looks to be like an attempt at looking artistic. Like, oh, it's fancy dining, but like it's really just kind of a smeared
Smeared
jam.
there, yeah. I love that. Yeah. Well, that's very kind.
And then the door closes and you can see Kyoko is dressed in a she's dressed in like, you know, like a typical caroler's outfit.
Like someone
Like
who's
fur
going
trimmed.
caroling.
Yeah, like a fur
Yeah.
trimmed coat and skirt.
I love this. Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Good morning.
Good morning. Need I be warming up my vocal cords? I haven't sung some of these in quite some time, you know.
No. You don't need to warm anything up at all. You can, though. There's some warmth on the table next to you.
I saw that. Thank you.
I think she's seducing him dressed as a caroler.
Well, hang on, we don't know. Oh, she's off. Okay. But you're up early. Bring me tea. Where are you headed?
Wherever you want me to be.
Then what? I like gesture at the outfit. It's the holidays, I suppose.
If you don't like it. And she starts to unlace the
Oh.
top part.
Well, hang on just a minute, City Kyoko.
She stops. The bow is straining.
I'm gonna leave this as long as it'll go. I I just don't understand.
Last night, I remember watching a television show, and I was interrupted by a gentleman who was afraid of you because he respected you, and he didn't want to do anything that would have you be disappointed in him. He wasn't afraid that you would beat him up. He was afraid that you would be sorry. Last night I also distinctly recall being carried to several different places because you did not want to disturb me or my rest, which I needed because I had a few too many Long Island iced teas.
If you can remember being carried, then perhaps you did not need the carrying. But I was happy to provide it all the same.
And I'm happy to provide this.
Do you...
Rom. Do you not enjoy what I'm wearing?
I do.
Do you have difficulty just calling yourself lucky?
I do. Yeah.
We're going to have to work on that. You're about to get very lucky.
And for the first... I saw it, Liz. I saw it.
What is this?
I'm hoping you could work it in really organically to the scene. Could you do that, please?
Like $50. No, I can't actually. It's not going to happen. I can accept that my luck is maybe changing.
It's not every day you get to encounter a snow bunny. You could be making faces, or you could tell me exactly where you want me to go.
I don't want to startle any snow bunnies.
Yes, you do.
So, with that, with the invitation to startle,
Yes.
I do. I leap out of bed and like
Smash through the wall.
just tea like
Oh,
all over my.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So no. I scoop her up viciously, but anyway, fade to black. Unless you have more to say to me.
We have something more to say after the fade to black.
Okay, what's that?
You want to do it with me, Kate? Oh, Tannenbaum, oh, Tannenbaum, how lucky are thy chances. Well done. Yay!
Why is this on stream? How often did you think you would need this?
Turns out right now.
I've been
John is
saving
ready
that
for
for a
everything.
while.
I stand corrected.
I've been saving that for a very long time.
Well, I'm glad Tannenbaum could provide. Wow. Wham.
Oh, there's funny.
Well,
So that's clearly going into Diamond Another Day. That's the opening or the ending.
perfect. Thank you.
So what else is anyone up to this morning? Oh, do you spend the night?
I mean, your other bed is so comfortable.
What is this? Winter Wonderland in the room.
It's true. It's very nice here.
No, I like my bed.
For the record, she doesn't expect you to stay.
Cool.
And there's no pouting or anything. When
Well, she's too exhausted.
Oh boy.
Empty glass. Oh, empty glass.
That's okay. I know what it's like when your players, go off and refill each other's glasses and then leave the
Don't.
GM high and dry.
I should have refilled your glass. I'm sorry. It was my bad.
I never have. I feel bad too.
All right.
We're very
So
selfish.
you do not spend the night. You go back. Let's check your dreams, shall we? I want all of you to roll a d10.
Six.
6, 5, and 10. Okay. You were 5 or 6? Okay. Patches, you dream of... For some reason, your dream is that Fuse is finding every time... He's walking through the new wing. It's all constructed. Everything's fine. And Fuse is finding every little mistake. But for some reason, he's blaming them all on Brahm.
Classic. It's not a dream. That's the future.
And he keeps turning to you and saying that, this was a magnificent idea, but this window is cracked. Brahm must have, poked it with his horn. Look, these plugs are way too far apart. We can't plug in this particular device. Brahm must have measured something incorrectly. And you know that these mistakes are your fault.
Mm-hmm.
Well, half the mistakes are your fault. Half of them are not mistakes. Why is he pointing them out?
Mm-hmm.
But that's your dream. For you, for some reason, you don't remember your dreams last night. It's been known to happen.
Yeah. Strange. Okay.
You
Get a different sound cue.
Your dream is difficult to interpret because you don't remember most of it. You do know, however, that it involved a lot of Kyoko. I don't mean all of Kyoko. I mean she featured very prominently in the dream, and you know that you were in the dream. You know that Patches was in the dream. And you know that Talus was in the dream. But that's it.
So I can't even really roll on that dream interpretation, I guess there isn't.
Yes, you can.
I will.
You can all roll on your dream interpretations if you want to.
I'm gonna give it a go.
Sometimes your dreams are just like, dreams be fucked, huh? But
But
What's the diff on?
7.
Is it always 7?
It's always 7. Intelligence Enigma is 7.
Ooh, no successes, but it's not a botch.
Damn.
damn it.
Three-way. That would have been the.
That would have been the butt. Yeah, I like that.
Yikes.
You must create an opportunity in which a three-way can naturally arise.
Wait, but there was also Talus, so I guess I would make it a 4-way.
All right. So it's morning.
14.
Oh, yeah.
Brahm's occupied at the beginning of the morning. What about you two?
I'll probably sleep in a little. But then get up, have a late breakfast in the exhaust, and probably head down to the workshop. Continue working on my plans, making sure that I don't have any cracked windows or outlets that are too wide. Any of the other stupid flaws that I'm sure I wouldn't have let happen.
In the exhaust, for some reason, on the bar, there are scones.
Yeah.
They're scones. They are steaming warm. And for some reason, there's like smears of jam on the plates in front of them, which is, again, it looks
Is
like
it,
it's someone
artful?
tried. It looks like someone tried, but it was really just like, It's a smear.
No, they put a dollop and then they smack it with a spoon, and somehow that's art.
Oh no, it's like they put a dollop and then like took the spoon and like dragged it in one direction, but like it doesn't make a nice clear line. It just looks like kind of like you've scraped jam over a plate. So
I'm essentially doing the same thing, but I'm not going down to the workshop. I'm gonna take a scone, settle, ensconce myself in the exhaust.
Whoa, cancel everything.
And I'm going to. I think I have Jack's cell number, so I'm gonna text him and see just like what his how his progress is going.
the text you receive back, I'm going to tell you now, even though you're only going to get it in like an hour or two.
Okay.
Because he's on the West Coast. This is beginning to feel like an insecure relationship. I'll be there in January. There's a smiley face after the insecure relationship part.
I'm gonna leave it a while before responding.
Do you make sure that you see it
Oh yeah,
so that
for
it
sure.
shows the
Yeah.
like?
Yeah. And then every so often I'll like type something and then delete it, so it shows 3 dots.
Oh,
I keep
bitch!
this going for a while.
I keep this going for a while. Yikes. Oh my god.
Since there are scones, I may instead do a little bit of work up in the exhaust so that I have an excuse to just keep going back for more scones.
Yay.
So many scones.
As you encounter each other in the exhaust, at one point you see Kyoko dressed in a caroler's outfit walk past, and she wordlessly goes around the bar. So behind the bar, where Claude would yell at her, opens the door, goes into the kitchen, and closes it.
I'm not going to ask.
The door opens up again, and she comes out, and she's carrying 2 bottles of Gatorade. She comes back and goes around the bar, and then heads back towards the bedrooms again.
I like see her and like sort of gesture like an air high five to her.
She stops. She turns around. She walks right back to you. Turns back around. Heads back towards her room.
Well,
Clearly, she needs the Gatorade for all the caroling she's doing. You know, it's got to soothe her throat.
I thought I heard Brahms singing something a few minutes ago.
Okay.
He hit
Now
high
I
C.
have images. I was not wanting images. Thanks, Sophia.
You're welcome.
Gatorade's not particularly good for your
No,
singing
it's
voice.
not.
It's salty.
I was being really sarcastic. So yeah. Anyway,
We've had 2 weeks off, guys.
since
We
Brom
missed
has
this.
been
We've been dealing with family this whole time.
Let me get my swearing out. I'll let the chat answer that.
anyway. I'm You can go into my dreams. Just don't bring Talus the first time.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
I know that it doesn't sound like a good idea.
Like there's some logic to it. I
But-
just think it's a security flaw that we don't need to introduce the first time around. I do understand the reasoning behind it. I really do.
What happened, John?
I've been wanting to go into Patch's streams for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Hang on, I have to introduce a crisis that will prevent this from happening.
Thank you, bro.
No problem. Help, my legs are on fire. They can't be put out easily.
This is your Yule present.
I just open the door to the garden and shove him into the snow.
Oh, fuck.
You know, Patches, I'm not sure if this makes it any better, but I wouldn't offer or ask to bring Talus into anybody else's dreams but yours. Your dreams are the only ones I know can handle it.
You've never been in my dreams.
I just know.
What happens in my dreams stays in my dreams. If you see things that are wildly inappropriate, just assume that it's the subconscious and there's no necessarily bearing on the
I've been
real
doing
world.
oneromancy long enough. I don't judge people for what's in their dreams. Is there something really that shocking?
Go into my
Read
past
intentions.
and you see something as traumatic as Brahm discovering that his wife has been cheating on him, I also ask that you keep it amongst those who are present in the dream.
Of course.
Read
I
intentions.
know that you will.
Wait, sorry, can you repeat what you just said? I didn't
And
hear
if you
it.
see something as traumatic as Brahm discovering that his wife has been cheating on him,
Okay.
which we did while sitting on the toilet tank in his bathroom, in his dream. It was
We sure
really
did.
fucking not what Patches wanted to do in a dream walk.
I tweeted it. You didn't? You kept that to yourself?
And Patches was not having it that day. It was
Patches.
a good day.
Yeah. So let's find out what a dream walk is like. Rather than assuming that I am as competent in my subconscious as I seem to have made you think I am in real life.
This means a lot, Patches. Appreciate you putting your trust in us. In me.
You've earned it. You've proven it again and again.
So who can I bring? Brahm?
Yeah.
Anyone else?
I don't think it's necessary. If I'm dreaming up something akin to Rick, please just leave.
I will kill it and then leave.
That too.
Brahm will kill it with his sword because he can bring that. Can he bring that?
Yes.
Great.
And if you find you need greater reinforcements, then come back in the future with more reinforcements. Hopefully, it'll just be a lovely time-traveling alternate reality, other self conversation. You'll sip tea and she'll just tell you the magical answer. Because that's how easy it is, right?
Yes, it sure is. Maybe you could think really hard of tea before you go to sleep.
That one's
Maybe you
made me
can
need to wake up and
encourage
use
your-
the bathroom.
Your subconscious to create a nice, worry-free tea room.
It actually sounds really nice. High tea, scones.
Ooh, that's what we'll do before you go to sleep. We'll create a nice little high tea for you. And I put some scones aside. I'll ask Claude to make some sandwiches and some desserts.
Is it my birthday?
It's going to be my bunk. High tea. High
Cucumber
tea
sandwiches.
as bunk. Yes.
Lord T's sitting room. Cutting off the crusts is the bunk, really, actually. Just like one of
I
those.
do it myself.
Brom,
Yeah.
could I ask you to roll me your
Endurance.
stamina?
Yeah.
Athletics.
I am resilient.
I don't believe you can botch an athletics roll.
Pardon me?
You can't botch athletics.
No, I can't. But can I double tens? No, I'm not resilient.
Resilient is not what I'm asking.
Yeah, okay, that sounds about right. Actually, a lot of ones. Oh no, we're good. 3 successes.
Okay. You probably need to down both the Gatorades.
Cool.
Ramzia comes back out of her room and joins the two of you. She's dressed and looks a lot better than she did last night. She picks up scone and just, with a certain appreciation, bites into it almost daintily.
How do you feel this morning, Ramzia?
You felt pressure lift from your shoulders before.
Yes. That's how you feel?
Just hold on. The fuck?
I'm just
Kung Fu
reacting to
Fenris?
Humpalicious.
Yeah, I'm just like.
I'm reacting to
what?
a lot of things in
Does
that
it
sentence. Yeah.
just die after a year? Like, there's never any passion?
Hmm?
Ever?
Legends never die.
Oh no. Oh god.
You know, like, it's not like. Anyway.
I mean, carolers' outfits can really only be used in the first 4 months.
Yeah, after that, I mean,
What if you start a relationship in the
effect.
summer?
exactly. You lose that opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh, balls.
That's why you have to
Cosplay
think-
just goes right out the window
Yeah.
after
Yeah,
that.
there's no
New-
excitement to be
New
had.
relationship energy.
It's all been seen already.
Well, like new car smell, right?
Yeah.
Like it only
Yeah,
lasts so
exactly.
long.
Yeah, like you can
can't
get
get it
that.
back.
You can get
The
that
fur
like
just gets
little
everywhere.
air scent thing, but it's not the same.
I mean, the best that you can really hope for is like a maintenance hand job every 6 months. And
Oh,
you're done.
no. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, see, but like I like to
I
imagine
like-
Pook is just in the corner,
My
like
brain like threw up a little. at that.
screaming every once in a while.
What I said? My power, my pleasure,
Oh, there
my
we go.
pain, baby.
I shouldn't have looked at Erwin's line on its own.
Yeah, that was weird.
What
To
the
me,
fuck
it's like
is
a porn addiction. I can't deny that's not what it is.
Mhm.
No.
Oh, it's true, Mistrich. Very good point. You might argue that the physical is making up for something.
Excuse me. Oh no, I did use those words, didn't
You
I?
literally said that. You
Oh,
said
no, I used those
that we're
exact
awfully
words. That's
physical,
not
aren't
a-
we?
Did they use the word physical?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Well, you probably would have said affectionate.
Mr. Rich, I don't want to make any assumptions about, how deep anybody's gone.
How deep is your love?
Hey, Mistrich, is that your real name? Come on. Come on.
How
Oh my
deep
God.
is your love?
Got me so
How
damn
deep
slack.
is your love? I really need to know. 'Cause we're living
Is it
in
just
a
long
world
here?
of fools, breaking us
No,
down.
it's just
Oh, okay.
you, Scott. You inspire him to new heights.
No,
Oh.
Bee Gees? No, nothing?
I mean,
We can appreciate
yeah, we can appreciate
with this
the
look
Bee
of
Gees.
horror.
Really? Because that's what happens after I slam 2 gators.
No.
So that's what he was doing after we shot the 4v1 for Up 10.
Oh yeah,
Because I'm sure he slammed more than 2
I
Gatorades.
guarantee it. Sorry, Mistrich, you know I love you. Okay.
There was a point in my life where I was buying. There was a point in my life where I was buying like Gatorade powder,
Oh, I remember.
and just like, don't buy Gatorade powder. It's a trap. You're not really saving anything. Except for like your ability to get into a relationship. Because
Wow.
everyone was just like, oh, he's the dude with the Gatorade powder.
By the end, he was just snorting the powder direct.
Hey, Gator Bro, come on in. Just snorting the powder.
Oh.
He's ready for some stage combat.
Bon, alors,
Oh no.
on n'arrive pas à mes rêves ce soir, je pense.
No, definitely not.
Rom talks to any other person and then goes through these small realizations that he basically forgets he has like over 80%.
What the heck, man? What the heck? Go listen to my podcast, Eric, when I address this.
You do?
No. I address something like this.
We'll see you on your podcast.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Scott's podcast. It's available.
Can
Go
my
listen to it.
podcast
We'll
just
talk
be
soon.
listening to Scott's podcast and live reacting to it?
I mean,
I
you could
kinda
do.
want
you could
to.
do-
I did catch myself a few times, like listening to your answers, but like listening to the question and thinking of my answers instead of listening to the podcast. I'm like, stop that. Bad. Like active listening. Listen, don't think about your answer. That's bad. I
Bad.
learned that in first year of theater school.
Bad.
I learned smacking myself in 3rd year of theater school. All right, well, Brahm, I release you from your.
Marathon.
No, for my what, John? For my what?
6 turtle doves.
Apocalypse.
Woo! Whoa! I have a question for Kyoko at some point.
You're gonna have to really define when that point is.
Like later.
Okay.
After the Gatorades.
After the Gatorades?
Like during. No. Like yeah, later. Cancel the stream. Oh my god. No, make it stop.
Yay!
I didn't think I'd have to use that twice in one day.
That's what Rob said.
What? What's this? Oh my god.
Welcome back, folks. I'm glad that glad you decided to tune back in after our holiday
I'm
break.
This is
so
exactly
happy
the
to
level
be
of
here.
maturity I would
Yeah, me
expect
too,
for
actually.
immediately following Christmas.
Yes.
Well, no, I don't care. Okay.
She's changing back into normal clothes.
I know this is a bit off topic.
There's a topic.
There was.
I don't recall very much discussion.
Maybe not with words. Ramzia was looking at you. Perfect. I couldn't describe it exactly, but Ramzia was looking at you in a way that made me wonder whether you have a shared past, perhaps from a time before you can remember.
When did this happen? While I was asleep?
Mm-hmm.
Typically, I'm able to deduce how somebody feels about me while I'm asleep.
I think it might be... Are you open to the Lady Sophia exploring your dreams, Kyoko? Are you comfortable with me being in them?
Perhaps a better question would be, are you comfortable in being in my dreams?
That is not an answer, but I will answer your question. Yes. It's one way that I hope to get to know you better. In a manner of speaking. John, does she look nervous? She seems nervous.
I mean,
Can
do
I
you
read
really,
it?
Do you want to roll?
Yes,
You can
I'd
roll-
like
if you, okay, you
May
can
I?
roll. Go ahead.
Perception and empathy, I
Yeah.
guess. I'm just I'm just checking because I really hope I botch it. Damn it. 3 successes.
Yes.
Okay.
She's incredibly nervous.
I take her hand and I invite her to sit down with me. It is not an order, it is a suggestion. What is it that you're afraid that I'll find? Something that would displease me? Something that would frighten me? Lady Kyoko, I can't imagine what that would be. But I know that if I was to find it, I would not be afraid.
It isn't fear that I worry about.
Not fear.
I'll speak to Lady Sophia.
Like I said, it's a suggestion, not an order. I don't want to tell you what to do. And I needn't be there. You know that. But I would hope that at this time we would want to allow each other a little more to get to know each other a bit more. What is it, Kyoko? You can tell me. You can tell me anything.
That's just it. I can't tell you everything.
Scott, not Brom. Just to clarify.
Patches.
Fuck. Shit. Son of a bitch.
Yes.
What are you up to?
Drinking tea and eating scones. I'm essentially in a holding pattern until I assume later. When
Until you're
they
tired.
Will be like,
That's going to be an amazing day, by the way.
dear Patches, sleep. Whack.
It's not how
I mean, this bunk
force
might take a
works.
little while to go through. And I'm not sure we're going to be able to get to your dream this session. I kind of want to give it more time.
Okay, perfect.
So I'm going to suggest that you plan for this to take place maybe after Yule.
Sounds good.
Cool.
So then, what would you like to do instead? I know what you want to do instead.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Planet. I don't know.
It's going to be Friday,
I
December
was gonna
21st.
say if I have a few days before we're gonna do this, then I'm gonna take a road trip to Quebec City.
Ooh.
He mentioned after Yule.
Mm.
So you can show up early if you want.
I couldn't ask him if I could show up early. If I
All right? Patches doesn't want our Yule presents.
Aw.
fine, we can do Yule. It's fine. Like I'm good with anything.
No, I know.
No.
Let's do Yule. We're going to Yule. Let's Yule. Everybody Yule.
No, we're not. We're not
Then
actually going
everyone's
to be
together.
doing Yule. I'm just going to tell you what you get for Yule.
Great.
Because I know what you get for Yule.
Ooh.
I thought of a present too
For who?
for everybody.
Did you?
Sophia's customizing perfumes and scents and colognes for everyone in the freehold.
Wow.
Okay, hold on.
Don't make me come up with what each one is on the spot, but I decided
No, I
Bang.
need you to come up with Patches and Brahms.
Okay,
The scent of a patch.
Patches is like a really spicy one.
Oh, caliente.
Yeah.
Perhaps some sandalwood. That kind of spice.
Yeah. You want some chai? And Brahms is earthy, man. Like you smell like a tree in a good way.
Oh, thank you. As opposed to like earth in a bad way.
A little bit of pine.
Bergamot as fuck.
Oh my god, thank you so much, Sophia. Here, let me see how it smells.
Oh my god, no.
And then Patches is like, no, and I take it out of his hand. I like pick up a lighter, and I'm like, and it's like,
No, Collins is definitely the kind of scent that fades after like 2 minutes. So
And I'm
he
like-
thinks that he's like really drenched in it, but he actually goes about
Well,
the
I'm
day
like,
smelling just like
this is
himself.
the correct amount.
Spray, way, walk away.
Excellent.
Okay. You are given a present before you leave. Zister thrusts a oblong box into your arms. Don't open this before Yule.
Sure hope it's not a bomb that I'm going to have to defuse and leave the timer at 007.
Just don't open the box.
Yes, sir.
She said it crossing her fingers.
You're going last. For you two, Yule is a night. I don't know if you remember, but it was nasty.
Oh,
Freezing rain.
like the weather. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, it was actually quite nice last year. Thanks.
Brom,
Mm.
when you, at some random point during the evening, during the festivities of which Patches is not there, but Zister manages to sneak a box into your room. Inside are a pair of bracers.
Okay.
The bracers are inlaid with green and gold.
Ooh.
And the straps seem incredibly securely fastened to them. And they're not made out, it's not like a belt. Luckily, it's a ratchet system. So
That's cool.
you can pull them on, and like if you flex your arms, it's okay. Like they'll stay on, but you can tighten them at a moment's notice if you want. They're very well made. When you put them on, when you ratchet them,
Yeah.
they always pinch.
Ow.
Just a little.
Ow.
But like the first like pull, it's just like, but then it's fine. It
Oh.
relaxes.
Oh.
a bit.
That's okay.
But they always pinch.
Ow.
Just a bit.
Damn it.
Sophia.
Yes.
In your apartment, which means that somebody must have broken into your apartment. Your shower has been replaced.
Oh.
Your shower now has diffusers built into them, so that when you step in, they will diffuse various scents, lights, and sounds. All very ambient. So it's not like music or a podcast playing. But
The rain.
depending on which way that you turn on, and it also specifically seems to read the tension in your shoulders, and it selects how to light and how it should smell, whether it should be eucalyptus or lavender, the time of day. It all seems to be pre-programmed so that you never have to touch a thing. Unfortunately.
There we go.
Can't wait.
Unfortunately, the shower door, while completely airtight, always takes 2 shoves to open. Like it seals properly. The
Yes.
first time you try to open it, it never opens. Second time it does.
Small price to pay.
You also notice that next to your bed on a nightstand, there is now a very small 4-post bed with a little canopy,
Oh,
tiny little mattress,
so
very tiny little pillow, and it has an electrical connection. And
Oh.
underneath the mattress, you see that there is a warming stone.
Is this
It has no
also from
blankets.
Sister? Yeah, okay.
We don't know.
But Mab crawls into it and pushes a little button, and you hear a very, very, very tiny hum just as it starts and warms up the stone. And Mab just,
Oh, yeah. That's amazing.
unfortunately. Unfortunately,
catches
the 4th post on the bed wobbles just a little bit. Just a bit.
That's awesome.
Patches. Granville sets you back up in the same chambers that you were in before, if you remember, at Quebec City. But the evening of Yule, he invites you to sit in his study. Now, he doesn't have Eloise's study. The study, the Eloise's chambers now belong to Fairlith. Now, I should point out that Fairlith, while still technically holds the title of, is still allowed to call herself queen, she is not a queen. She is a duchess at this point. Effectively, she's not stealing the kingdom from Queen Laurel.
Yeah.
So she is a duchess, but that's because she, in fact, did not hold the title. She gained it entirely from David, and now that's entirely gone. So she would have no lands normally. She got them back with this. But he's sitting in front of a fireplace and occasionally pokes at it with a like one of those pokers, which is something when I was a kid was like my favorite fucking thing to do was to fuck with fireplaces.
Yeah.
And there's a little tiny toy train set that's moving around. And the train very occasionally comes by and it's pulling drinks or like a plate of crackers.
Amazing.
It's like
It like
conveyor belt
leaves,
sushi, but
yeah.
it's a train.
but it leaves the
So
room
good.
and then it comes back and it's just got something new.
Life goals.
Yeah, that's amazing.
How are you feeling?
Cozy.
It's the longest night of the year. Defending against the darkness. Before the sun rises again. I know we're supposed to stay up the entire night.
Oh, I think we could arrange that. But
I wanted to see how you were feeling about everything. Before we stay up all night.
that's a very broad question.
It's a question designed for a great broad.
It's pretty good.
Upon review, I'll allow it.
Good. I've been given a project to work on that is it'll be my legacy.
No, it won't.
Part of it.
Yes. But your
Right.
legacy's already started.
I was content to just create whatever came to mind, work on things that I wanted to, but they'd always be small, inconsequential things. Perhaps it would be appreciated by someone if I gave it to them, but it's never something that would really amount to a legacy. It's interesting to have purpose, to have something more conscious and focused than just putting out a fire or making a neat toy.
Just don't think of this as your magnum opus.
Oh, fuck no. I don't plan on dying anytime soon.
It's good.
I don't want this to be this is where I peak. I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of my time. How about you?
I'm going to have to return to Heart's Light eventually. There won't be a place for me.
But you don't necessarily have to return to the titled seat. You could retire if that's what you would like.
I already had. But I think I'm going to have to keep an eye on things in Montreal still. Enough has happened there, and I shouldn't let it fall towards 2 knights and a steward. You have other adventures ahead of you, I'm sure.
Well, if it keeps you nearby, I will be happy. But
Would Patches be the sort of person to set a reminder for herself about Zister's present?
Probably.
Because this would be the point where it goes off.
Want to see what Zister decided to cook up for you?
Sure. The train rolls by and their sausage rolls. So the box is like, and when you open it up, there's an envelope, and then the inner package is wrapped in like velvet. The envelope says, "I gave you something with which to destroy. Now I give you something with which to create."
Look inside the velvet package.
Inside, with magnificent brass cogs and laser sight precision, a marriage of modern and old-fashioned, is a simple T-square. One that can be extremely precise simply by rotating dials. One that will also show exactly the distance that it's been moving in a digital readout. But that's all it is. It's a T-square.
Perfect.
You guys know what a T-square is?
I do.
Yeah, there's the like really basic, just a stamped out metal angle. But then there's the one that you can slide that has like a flat end that you can tighten and loosen and slide to be able to get a 45-degree angle.
Thank you.
I'm guessing this one is probably, axe looking like measuring thingy bobs.
Excellent work, Aragwen. Smoke your pipe.
Yeah, so you can get right angles, but I'm guessing this one is probably high tech enough to also do other angles because usually the other side is a 45.
Dang.
Great, good, not a bomb.
But it's new.
That's very cool.
Like, you can tell that no one else has used it. It isn't immediately apparent what its weakness is.
It's an Imperial.
He'd destroy it. Actually, no, he would have to make sure that it was available in both.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Look, these numbers don't make any sense to me. I mean, 3 to a 1. That's
They're
just
only
natural.
measured in furlongs. Like, literally nothing else.
Yeah.
Furlongs. Leagues.
Yeah, you're like, ugh. Join me!
I wish somebody had given something like that to me. I spent a lot of time destroying before I spent any time creating.
I'm very lucky. Thankfully, I've been able to create something, and I'm gonna take out my gift for him, which is basically the same as my gift to everyone. It's a little one of those like photo frames, digital photo frames, And it has plans and renderings for a room in the new wing. And I choose something specific to each person that would be relevant to them. So for Duke Granville, it would be a study of some sort.
He's a stud.
For him, it would probably be like an armory room or a training room. For you, it would be a music room. And for other people, it might just be a specific guest room that's decorated in a way that they might find interesting. So yeah.
I like it.
Awesome.
I like that.
Well, it would be a study.
I'm only going to ask,
Yeah.
just for one other person. Do you give one to Cog?
Yes.
And what is it? What kind of room
Workshop.
is it?
That's
Okay.
So does that mean we're all going to have custom rooms in the Grand West Inn's guest wing permanently reserved for us?
depending on whether or
Wait.
not I get naming privileges, the room names may be named after you. But no, you don't have exclusive access to them.
Thank you, Cat. Thanks, Jimmy Meg.
Enter.
Yeah. Wow.
I thought Jimmy Meg was just very
Nebo
amused
Main,
by her.
Gaelic. Male of the house.
Yeah. Fuck. I love it.
Looks like things are looking up. Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll have to make sure to keep this fire going, though. It's a very long night.
Indeed. I'm gonna take some of the tinder, crack a couple sticks over mini, stick them into the fire, and take another piece of tinder and give him a light, playful tap on the backside.
Damn, Car.
I know where that's going.
Can't have you falling asleep on me.
Is it on fire? I didn't ask.
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
No, I put some in the fire and I take another like.
Oh, I thought you like.
Basically, I'm picturing almost like a paint stick size
Gotcha.
piece of wood. Whack. A stir stick that you get with paint.
Fair enough.
Long
And
live
with that, I think we'll end the session here.
Patches just wanted to get 2 in.
That seems about right. You're gaining sex XP at double the rate that we are. That sounds about right, actually. Hey.
That's the last Changeling for 2018. But I promise not to make any corny "see you next year" jokes, because
Yeah.
But, I mean, we will. Sorry.
oh, we definitely will.
Yay.
We've got what they've learned: a drink counter set at 5, and
Yeah, me too.
some other questions, I'm sure, alongside some cool stuff that's happening in the upcoming future in just a moment. On my fancy corner.
So fancy. Yeah?
All right.
It's almost that time.
You're right.
All
right, to
I learned. Can I?
Oh, geez, you want to start?
No.
All right.
Yeah,
that's-
if you got one, I don't.
Get her
but
done.
here, you know what? Before
Oh.
you start,
Okay.
I'm just going to.
Well then, maybe do the boss.
I'm just going to get this
Cute.
started here.
Oh yeah. Wink. Well, no, we're almost. It's almost that. Was it
To just-
perf the crosshair? Yeah.
Let's just set this up. All right. Well, just before we get to what you've learned, here are your play of the game nominations.
Oh shit.
Braum gets Sex P and shares the experience of losing someone you can't remember with Ramzia. Patches gets Sex P and agrees to let the others into her dreams, unlocking more of her noble qualities,
Okay,
perhaps.
all right, okay.
And Detective Sophia gets XP and infers many truths from Ramzia's dream and helps uncover the legend.
Shion.
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 Right.
So you can vote in that now. Vote
Ooh.
0, 1, or 2.
Ooh.
What did you learn, Kate?
I learned
Maz.
that I've forgotten what I learned. I had something really specific. Yeah, I'm the worst.
Oh no!
I had an answer. I clearly learned a lot because I wrote a lot of notes.
Do you want me to come back to you?
I can.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Liz.
Sophia learned, a crap ton from Ramzia's dream and is trying to wrap her head around the idea that somebody from the past may be able to not just give them the answer, but like solve a problem for them. So she's dealing with the mindfuck that is time travel.
Or whatever it is.
Scott?
Braum is also dealing with a mind fuck. No, it's not really a mind fuck in that sense, but like, I think Braum is coming to terms with the fact that, he finally wanted to go on the straight and narrow and like try to get to a different place with Kyoko, and like he's got confirmation that yes, in fact, there is something going on that she has not been able to tell him about.
Well, just before we get to you, Kate, I can say that it is you who has won play of the game.
Very nice.
Packers.
Yeah.
And agrees.
I
Yes.
learned. I think Patches is learning a lot about purpose and learning that perhaps rather than supporting Braum or Sophia in their goals and their missions in this particular phase, that she might be able to be the answer or find the answer. And the revelation that perhaps her past or other self could have a solution. It's a lot of realizations, a lot of layers of realization between just being like accepting the fact that this is more than just, the thing of people's subconscious and imaginations, and that it might actually have reality to it. More like she understands the dreaming, but not this whole past alternate reality quite as much.
Other thing.
Yeah, so she's coming to realization and understanding of it.
Mm.
The Crosshair asks, can I reward 1 XP to all the players and John to use as he sees fit for making almost every week of the year end on a high note? Well, in the past 3 years. I don't know, because we do have a drink counter.
Yeah.
Which we're going to fail. I don't know if you have
Your
because-
drink counter currently stands at 5.
We got 2 at once.
Three
we
even at
got
once.
one at the beginning, then we got another one, and then very rapidly 3 together.
Yeah.
Wait, Erwin cried? What? When did you cry?
Was
Probably
it during
when I let her down.
when Ramzia was talking about 10K? Is my
Yeah.
guess.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my guess.
Yeah.
Erwin, was it 10K dying, or was it Speaks of Silence delivering?
Oof.
The message. Yeah.
Yeah,
There we are.
there
Well,
it is.
I have a suggestion for drink counter, which y'all can agree or disagree with. But my suggestion would be, no, the No Stranger to Danger didn't end up being one. But anytime one of the PCs like actively blocked or said no to another PC, I feel like the 3 came around the time that you were like, absolutely not, Sophia, and I was
Yeah.
also like, no, we can't do that.
Yeah, actually, that
I'm
might
down.
be it. Because I was Talus, but then I definitely mentioned Talus 1 or 2 other times, being conscious of the fact that I was like looking for it, and there weren't any more.
Mm.
So I like that actively.
Okay, guys, I'm good. Yeah, definitely, John. I think that's what I'm going for then, or that's what we're going for then.
Go for
the
it.
crosshair and Aragwen. Whenever a PC said no to another.
Hey, Detective
Jorik.
Fuck, that's what I was going to say.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Hooray! I
When
can't
players objected or just disagreed. Nice.
Oh, that means
Yeah, that's what I was going to say when
Friggin' fabulous.
when you specifically countered
said no. Yeah.
someone else.
May I buy strength 3?
Yeah, but we're going to talk about that next session so that everyone likes you.
Okay, I'm not.
She's gonna like
buy
me now.
strength 3.
She's gonna like you now.
Everyone won't like you if you buy it now. Buy it right at the beginning of the
Buy
next
something
session.
else instead.
Oh. What?
True to form, this is the end of 2018. But 2019 is looking up. Hey, tomorrow happens to be a Monday. It also happens to be
That's fine.
New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
So what's up?
Happy New Year! If you would like to see out the old year in order to usher in the new, you can find someone over at twitch.tv/BiffTheBoss. Tomorrow, time will be on Twitter. We're gonna ring out the year with some Red Dead Redemption 2 Posse of 1. It's gonna be a good time.
So you are streaming tomorrow.
Yes, but timing is gonna be dependent. Oh,
All right. So
wait a
watch the
bomb,
timing
Scooter.
and we'll see it.
Hey,
Wednesday. Wednesday, my plan is I'm going to stream Gris.
Ooh.
Nice.
I may do the whole thing in one shot, so I might be starting a little earlier. It's about 3 hours playtime, as near as I can understand. But I don't think it's the kind of game that you want to stop in the middle of it. So if you want to catch up, that'll be a Wednesday. That's January 2nd.
Y'all should be good by then.
So that's what's happening then. Thursday?
I'm going to be on stream hiatus for like 2 months.
Oh shit.
You'll catch me on Sundays, but otherwise I'm gonna be in rehearsals and shows, and we're rehearsing on the other end of the city. So I'm
can-
gonna get home at
Can
like
designate a Thursday person.
8:30. So yeah, maybe Thursdays will be open for Steel streams, but I love it.
Yay.
You know, this last Friday, it was as if a million punches screamed out and were quickly silenced.
Oh no.
It was a rough time away, guys. We missed you all so much, but I'm back.
Whoa.
And a certain someone expressed interest today in joining my first ever Assassin's Creed Odyssey stream.
And it wasn't me. Oh.
It's probably going to be Kathy as a special guest with
Whoa!
Scott if he wants to.
Yeah.
But she was very excited, so
Hey.
hopefully she's still free in time. But that'll be Friday. Yay!
So Saturdays, Story Saturdays,
You-
but
All yours for months to come.
Crosshair, you know what to do.
Choo choo.
Stardew stream. I hope you just punched your computer. 'Cause that's what.
Oh fuck.
but Sunday, and it looks like we're just going to be right back here. Thanks, of course, to the assistance of She Who Knows 10,000 Things and Entropy's Disciple. Everyone in the crosshair. Thanks again to every one of you. We are now up to people with 18 months
Wow.
here. 19
Yeah.
in Rocky's case, because she's just that cool. So, folks,
She was subscribing before it was cool.
she was subscribing before it was cool. I mean, you are not
I love
wrong.
it.
But that's pretty awesome. And it's thanks to you guys that we're going to have some pretty cool things coming up in 2019. I will tweet out the link, and some kind soul might be able to paste it in here, but the first of the podcasts, because of the marathon, has been released. That's my conversation with Scott Humphrey. You will see my conversation with these other two fine players coming up soon, as soon as I can lock either one of them down for a time to record it. We also can say that it is pretty sure that we're going to be able to do Scott's one-shot in January.
Just in time for one last job, folks. Sometime in January.
Oh.
That's all I got.
Uh, So we know that that's, and then we will have satisfied our obligations.
Yeah.
for the podcast. There's some other really cool things coming up in 2019. I think I can speak for all of us that we can't wait to show you. See you next time.
Bye. See you next year.
Whoa, she actually said it.